What's up, fam? How's it going, Puffs? Happy New Year, 2020.
Let's go!
Freedom, 777.
Freedom!
Chat, how is everybody? Make some noise for Freedom 77.
Make some noise for freedom. Hey, man, I'm blessed and grateful to be on your show, dude. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be on the Rizzler of PulseChain show.
Hey, man, it's an absolute pleasure having you. Thanks for coming, man. We planned this in December. It's now the new year. I actually wanted this to be the first stream of the new year. This is the first conversation of chains for this new year, man. So cheers to you.
Dang. Cheers to everybody in PulseChain, man, for sticking it through and believing through the ups and the downs and the uncertainties, because you know what? The best is yet to come, and 2025 is going to be awesome for crypto, and it's going to be absolutely amazing for PulseChain. I believe it. I truly believe it.
I believe it too. Amen. I think it's going to happen. Well, you are a mysterious figure. For sure.
Just a little.
Yeah, man. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, because I don't even know anything that much about you. But tell us a little bit about yourself and how you kind of found your way over here to PulseChain.
Sure. I'm an American. I live in America. Blue collar worker, right? Middle class family, hard workers. Started with little, and worked very hard over a long period of time to get to a more comfortable place in life. I have a great mom and dad. I'm really grateful for my parents. Huge blessing in life to have a good set of parents or loved ones, or people around you to lift you up and build you up. Because this world is right. This world is not designed for that. This world is designed to tear you down and keep you down. So, the people in your life, those people are so important. So I'm grateful for them. So let me talk a little bit about my history in crypto, because it's really crazy that I'm in PulseChain, because So when I got into crypto, it was in 2017, like right at the end of the bull market.
Yeah.
And I didn't know nothing, So after the crash happened in about 2018, dude, and it's crazy that I'm in DeFi now because I've been a staunch Bitcoin maximalist for a long time. And I didn't like DeFi or altcoins or anything, man. I was a stack Satoshis, as much Bitcoin as you can, and not your keys, not your coin. Very simple, right?
Yeah.
Very, 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 very simple. And I'm actually grateful for that foundation. I'm grateful for that foundational understanding of like the principles in crypto that came from Bitcoin that eventually evolved into everything else we have today. But also because of that, I only did well. Like I didn't do amazing or fantastic. I did well. So what I thought in my heart and my mind, I had all these plans for my crypto and my Bitcoin and what I wanted to do with crypto, right? And and I'm a very faith-based person. It's pretty obvious if you follow me or anything like that. And in the word, it says that like a man a man a man walks his steps, but the Lord like guides his path. The Lord directs his path. So I had things in my heart of what I wanted to do, but now a certain event happened several years ago that made it hard or very difficult for freedom of assembly and association and movement and all these type of things. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And because of my personal beliefs and my personal decisions pertaining to certain rules and requirements during that time, I suffered a lot of financial harm because of that. And I lost my business and all my contracts and everything. Yeah. And for almost 2 years. And, that's when the bull run happened. Right. And in my particular situation, man, I wasn't able to get unemployment or assistance or anything like that. And because of my niche trade skill that I have a type of construction job. It's very niche. I don't want to say exactly what it is.
Okay.
But because of that, wasn't able to work. And the jobs at the time wouldn't have been able to pay for my life. But you know what, dude, I thank God every day, man, because I had that Bitcoin and I had that crypto, and I truly learned the power of crypto and decentralization and not your keys and not your coins and sovereignly holding your own wealth, and what it means to stand up to something that you don't agree with and having the power to overcome that and the ability to overcome that because you made the right decisions, you did the right disciplines, you took the right steps, you believed the right thing. Right. So also during that time, that's when I started to like dabble in a little bit of DeFi, start to get my toes wet. Right. And so I'm grateful for that adversity in my life because that adversity helped me to grow and expand and learn more and open my mind more about the world of crypto because it started with Bitcoin, but that's not where it ends. You know what I mean? So I got to dabble in a little bit of DeFi. Actually, a crazy thing happened to me. I was it wasn't an accident. I got airdropped some weird token, the dust, and I used MetaMask to exchange it, and I used something called Uniswap, right? I had no idea what I was doing, dude. And because I ended up using Uniswap, I got the Uni token airdrop, and that did great. And and because of that, I was able to further my DeFi knowledge. One of the things that I learned a little bit in liquidity about back in the day when I was learning, and it's kind of funny, there was a protocol called Pickle Finance. I don't know if you remember
I
that.
remember Pickle
The
Finance. I
protocol
do.
called Pickle Finance, and
Yeah.
I think back on it, and it's funny because you used to be able to take DAI, like eDAI, and you put it in a pickle jar to earn APR, and I'm pretty sure it was called pDAI, like pickle die. And I think that was really
Okay.
funny because it's like, yeah, it's like pDAI. But I learned little things here and there about DeFi, but I wasn't really sold yet on like truly embracing it with like my real belief, which is like my money, like putting my money where my mouth is, right? Like that's your yeah. And so life kept going on, and we recovered. I had to hustle like hell to get my contracts back and get back on my feet and everything like that. But you know what? By the grace of God, man, I made it through. Yeah, and getting into PulseChain, um, I had a lot of the job that I was at after starting to recover. Um, I got betrayed monetarily by the people that I worked for. Horrible fallout, and it brought me to like a really depressive place for a while. Like I felt like Job in the Word. I don't know if you've heard the story of Job, right? Like God allowed him to lose everything to build him back up greater than before, right? Like it's a story that many people resonate with and go through. So that's where I was Job, right? And so I sacrificed for PulseChain. I sacrificed for Pulse, but I didn't really pay much attention to it until the launch of PulseChain. And dude, something crazy happened, man. And so the way that I explain things is only from my perspective and my perspective of my life and faith, and it doesn't apply to everybody, but that's the
Yeah.
only way I can explain it.
Yeah, that's
Right?
fair. That's fair. Yeah.
So 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 I went to go see the highest of stakes, right? I went to go see the highest of stakes. And this was during the time after PulseChain launched, and this is right around the time when the rumblings of pDAI started. Okay. And so I went to go see the highest of
Was
stakes.
this literally July 2023?
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That's where I'm at in the timeline right now, July 2023.
All right.
And so man, my life I was just in a really depressive state in my heart, just from everything that I've been through, right? Like feeling like I'm at the end of my road, right?
Yeah.
And and I went to go see the highest of stakes, and I don't know why this happened, dude, but after I seen the highest of stakes, I got back in my car, and when I got back in my car, I prayed to God, and I asked God what to do with my money. Does this sound crazy? I asked God what to do with my life, because I was at a place that I didn't want to be. I felt like I wanted to be somewhere else. I wanted to be, yeah. So I prayed to God what to do with my life and money. And dude, this peace came over me, and I started to cry, man. I don't cry, okay? I'm not a crier. The only person that makes me cry is Jesus. And dude, I cried, and just I felt deeply God put on my soul, this is what you're supposed to be doing with your money. This is what you're supposed to be doing with your life. And I want you to support Richard Hart, and I want you to pray for him, and I want you to lift him up, because something very big is going to come from this. Something very big is going to come from this person. And the God influence needs to be there. And so, hey,
Amen.
dude, after that, bro, I'm not even joking. After that, I swapped all my Bitcoin for PulseChain, and I never looked back.
Amen.
And now
bro.
I'm here today. And now I'm here
That's awesome.
today, and I've learned I have learned so much about crypto over the last year and a half on PulseChain, and listening to every Richard Hart live stream. And I've learned so much, dude, and I'm so grateful, because now I have a new life, dude. now I have a new future. I have a better future. I have more hope in my life. And it's because I believed in the right thing, dude. And I'm grateful. I'm super grateful. Yeah.
Man, that is
Yeah.
it's really inspiring, brother. And you know, I had a similar experience as well. But for people who are listening, can you tell them? I mean, I call what that experience or what the actions you were doing was prayer, in a way. You know, having communion, that time with God. Can you tell people what that was like, and how did you feel after you did that? Because obviously you didn't, you know, there wasn't an immediate response. I mean, or was there an immediate response? Like, what was that time delay like? What were you feeling after you had that conversation with God, or you had that prayer? What was the change in you,
Bro,
before and after that summer?
there was a change in my heart. There was a change in my heart, and God revealed to me that the way I've been thinking and believing is like prideful. Like, you think you're right and you think you know something, but there's
Mm-hmm.
a lot more to what you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to break you down a little bit and
Mm-hmm.
humble you so you can understand. And as a Bitcoin max, and it's funny, dude, because I used to be a staunch Bitcoin maximalist, and now I have Richard Hartwin in my bio.
Hey, I was a BTC maxi as well,
Crazy, dude.
man. Yeah, yeah. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So yeah, it wasn't like a delayed response. It was just, I just had that experience, and I just knew in my heart that like, yo, it's okay. Like, you can do this with your money. It's okay. And I'm only speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anybody else, and I'm not giving out financial advice. I'm
yeah.
just recounting my own life experiences. And oh yeah, I went straight home. I went straight home from the movie theater and started DCAing like hell.
Really
Yes.
nice. Do you think there was
Yeah.
there
And
something specific about the movie? Was there some or
um,
a moment in the movie?
no, 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 there wasn't. There really wasn't. There really wasn't, because at the time I was already watching some Richard Hart live streams, and I want to give a shout out to my friend Somi,
Mm-hmm.
because it was Somi. After the sacrifice, I wasn't really paying much attention to crypto because I had so much other things going on in my life, you know, trying to recover and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful for Somi's videos, dude, because Somi's video, other than Richard Hart's live streams, Somi's videos was the thing that got me so amped about PulseChain. Yeah, yeah. And it's so funny because in July, I think it was like in July or June, but he posted this video. It's still on there. It was called like, I forgot what it was called, dude. It was called like the PulseChain Poop Coin Casino, and it was a video.
I think I
And
remember.
I'm serious. And it was a video about the PRC20s,
Okay.
and he
Okay.
went through the PRC20s, and it clicked in my head, and I was like, oh my gosh, the things that Richard, new whales, new opportunities, a new chain. It like clicked in my head. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, it's like Bitcoin and Ethereum starting all over again. I was like, this is crazy. So I'm really grateful for Somi's videos. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. He's really the torchbearer. Was lighting the path, keeping everybody lit and warm and excited. Just
Yeah.
nonstop,
Yeah.
man. Nonstop. Yeah.
The guy's a beast, man. That's
Yeah.
a lot of content. Yeah.
It's great. So, man, I'm really happy that you had all these experiences. I think I've talked to a lot of people who felt that they're supposed to be over here. You know, I went through all the centralized crypto shenanigans, and I definitely felt like I was supposed to be over here. And
Mm.
I went through a lot of prayer as well, and I just hit the ground and just trusted. I just trusted, and just was on the chain. And I think that's when I found you as well, because I just asked God to like light my path. I just said, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like, and I discovered or came across this thing called Atropa and a developer called a 414 and the pDAI, and I discovered you, and there was a handful of people at the time that were all kind of communicating, chattering about, what is this stuff? What's this Atropa? Well, who's this developer? What's this pDAI stuff going on? Is it da 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 da? It's just like, and I just felt it. I was like, just keep going. This is where you're supposed to be right now. And yeah, it just really felt it. Yeah, right?
Same.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling, dude, because like when you mix spirituality, especially like Christian faith and Jesus and these type of things, it's a very fine line when you deal with spirituality and money, because right, the word says the love, not money, right? Money is a blessing, and money is a tool, and it has a purpose and a reason, right? And so it's not money that's evil, it's the love of money that's evil, right? It's exalting that money in your heart above what should actually be there, and that's God, and living a good life and loving others and having compassion for others, right? So
yeah, 100%,
it's a very fine
100%.
line you have to walk, especially when you start to come into exponential wealth and exponential gains. And now it's like, well, now you can do things like pay off all the debts you've ever had, and you can buy things that you've never had and stuff like that. And so, and you have to keep yourself in check every single day, because yeah, right, the devil is roaming back and forth like a lion, seeking whom he may devour, right? That's
100%.
that's what it says. So you always have to guard your heart, you have to guard your mind, because man, right, because sometimes you could be really blessed with money, but you got to be careful where that money came from, because right, the enemy of our soul could be using that to bring you down as well. So you just have to keep your heart in check.
Yeah, no, what you said, you have to chase purpose, and generally for most of us, the purpose is going to involve bettering the lives of the people around us. And when you pursue that, money can follow. But if you just pursue money, you'll find the devil is one step right behind that, and it won't lead you anywhere good. You got to chase purpose first, and that's all. I'd say 99.99. Well, I think 100% of the time, chasing your purpose is going to involve serving other people in some way.
Yes.
Really, that's all it is.
Yeah, and that is the true love of God, is serving others, right?
Yes,
because
dude,
because the word says, greater love hath no man than this, than he who would lay down his life for his friends.
Yeah.
So going back into like my faith a little bit, I've been a believer for like almost pretty much 10 years now. I've spent my entire 20s, or well, from 21 being a believer. I didn't grow up that way. I was definitely a hooligan, and I did drugs, and I did stole things, dude. I did things that I did things I wasn't supposed to when I was growing up, right? But God changed my heart, man. God revealed himself to me. And the reason why I use the Guy Fawkes picture and the anonymous thing is because the anonymous movement, which unfortunately that page has been bought by a Marxist group, and they're like a bunch of liberals.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's kind of funny. That anonymous movement was the segue in my life to learning about things like the Federal Reserve and how do I say it? Like what the people who actually control the world believe in, right?
Okay.
And the rabbit hole kept leading me down to more evil and more evil and more corruption, right? And it eventually gets to the point where you realize who these people who are in power worship and who they pledge allegiance to. And it was like an aha moment. And I said, oh, wow, if that's real, then that means that God is real. And if God is real, then the only person that these people hate is Jesus.
Yes.
Wow.
100%.
And yeah, dude, at 21 years old, dude, I got down on my knees in my room and I prayed to God, dude, and I just asked him to save me and be in my life. And dude, I never been the same since. I've never been the same since. And going back to talking about like making the world a better place and this kind of stuff and serving. Much of my 20s has been spent serving the homeless in my town. That's where my heart is. I have a deep love for homeless people, and you'll never truly have a purpose for something or to serve others unless you have a genuine anguish for the suffering. If you have a genuine anguish in your heart for that suffering, then that is going to birth the like the supernatural ability for you to make that change. And so I have that deep love for the homeless and the people that are like forgotten about in society, and the people that are left on the street, and the drug addicts, and like all those type of people, the prisoners. Dude, I've done prison ministry, I've done street ministry, and hey, dude, I'm just a little white boy, man, and dude, I have ministered to Crips and Bloods and gangsters, prisoner. Dude, I have ministered to the craziest people you could imagine, man. And I love to spread the message of hope, man. I love to find the people that are hopeless, man, because God is hope. Jesus is hope. So
Yeah.
And crypto is hope. Crypto is monetary hope for the world, right?
Yeah.
Crypto is
Yeah.
monetary hope for the world. And yeah. Yeah. So yeah, man, not only do I want nice thing, everybody in crypto wants nice things, man. Everybody wants a nice house. Everybody wants to buy the things that they never had and go to the places that they've never seen and do the things that they've never done. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Those are enjoying the fruits of your labor, right?
Yeah.
But that's not the end all be all of your life. And if that is the end all be all of your life, then it will eventually leave you shipwrecked and empty. And so what I'm going to be doing with a lot of my crypto wealth in the future is homeless, helping the homeless, helping drug addicts, helping those type of people, because that's what I have a genuine love for.
Okay. Okay. Well, I really heard what you said about when you realize the evil of the world, and I have to tell you the truth. I came to the exact same point of clarity, and I've thought about this for many, many years in a million different ways. But the only thing that can repel the evil in the world is Jesus Christ. 100% agree with you on that. And when you were doing this ministry and you were going to these different places, what kind of response are you getting from people, nowadays in these modern times? How are people responding to you and your message?
Oh man, well, I'll tell you what. In my 10 years of doing ministry so far, I've kind of had to take a break for like the last year, maybe about the last year and a half. My life has been in a place where like I really needed to help myself first before I can go back. My cup ran dry, so I needed my cup to get full again so I can overflow to everybody else, right? If your cup's not full, then you ain't got nothing for nobody else. So dude, I've seen God change the hearts of violent people. I've seen God change the hearts of business people. I've seen God change the hearts of just people who grew up to, totally normal, and just never had anything wrong in their life. Um, I have also been I've also been beat up in public for sharing the gospel. I got punched out one time, dude. I've had somebody put a knife to my neck before sharing the gospel.
Where was that?
In my town, we were doing a homeless outreach, and you got to remember, man, like in the word, it says that the battle is not of flesh and blood, but it's in the spirit, right? That's where the battle is. It's in the
100%.
spirit.
Yeah, 100%.
The battle is in the spirit, right?
Yep.
So,
Amen.
so this person who put the knife to my neck, dude, this person was demon possessed, and I'll tell you why. Because I've dealt with demon possessed people before, and I've been a part of exorcisms and stuff like that, and it's real. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I go hard for Jesus. And so this person, I was preaching that night. I was delivering a message to all these homeless people, and after typical Christian service is music, and then a message, and then prayer after, right? That's kind of like a basic. That's like a basic formula. And so after the message, prayer time. So I'm standing there, and this guy who's shorter than me, older guy, comes up to me, and he pulls out a knife out of his pocket, and it's all like the blade's already out, and he holds it right up to my neck. And dude, his voice was crazy, bro. He had a weird voice, and this is literally what he said to me. He said, he said, I can cut your neck right now if I wanted to. And I looked at him, and I have my pastor standing next to me, and so, I don't know, dude, bro, it was weird, because if someone did that to me on the street, dude, I'm gonna pull out my gun and shoot you or something. But dude, it was this peace that came over me, and I looked that guy in the eye, and I said, in the name of Jesus, no, you're not, and you're going to leave. Dude, this dude looked at me in the eye, and he growled. He went, and he walked away, and he disappeared. He never came back. It was bizarre, dude. It was bizarre.
Yeah, I think he was hurting bad, man. He just really far from grace at the moment. You know what I mean? And
really far from grace at the moment. Yeah.
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 I've been there.
But,
I've been there, man. I almost feel like I've been there with the guy holding the knife against the throat of somebody who wanted to wish me good things. I've 100% been in that man's shoes. I really resonated with that. Yeah.
Wow.
I know what he was going through. Yeah.
It's deep. That's deep, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But my faith is very tied into my crypto journey, and I would like to keep it that way, man. Like
crypto and faith, do they mix?
Yeah, hey, it works for me. I don't know about everybody else, but it works for me.
I started following my intuition a lot, coming over here to PulseChain, and everything was down for a long time. Obviously our hex and this and that. And I come from BTC and kind of the centralized world, and I just trusted. I put a lot of trust out there, put a lot of prayer and trust, and rethought how I was going to go about pursuing what I was doing, and it led me to in all the right places, I think. So, yeah, there's something about it to trust.
And I'm grateful for just how much I've learned. Like, dude, now I have liquidity pairs, man. Now I have farms. I'm in the farms. I'm pairing ERC20s with PRC20s. I have hex stakes, dude. You know, I shared my testimony, or I shared my story about how like my wife and I were going through a little bit of a trial in our life, trying to have a kid, right? Well, dude, I made a 55-55 for my future kid because I believe by faith that that God will come through in His perfect timing, and we'll have a great family. So
nice.
Yeah. And yeah, dude, I'm all pulse chained out, man. Yeah, it's been a really crazy journey discovering all the stuff on chain to do with pDAI and Atropa. Like that's been such a crazy rabbit
man.
hole, dude.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Dude, PulseChain is the craziest thing I've ever seen in crypto, man. It's the craziest. It's so insane, man. Insane in an awesome way. Insane in a truly awesome way. Like, and so yeah, man, we were digging into the pDAI and Atropa. A gentleman named Newtwo started the pDAI Telegram, and yeah, I've been in there since there's been like 100 members, and I'm grateful to be an admin on it. Like, I take that seriously, and I try and steward that responsibility well, because it's one of the biggest telegrams in PulseChain. So it's really interesting. And so then, you know, through looking on chain, the Atropa dev created those he used tokens to convey a message, and that message was joining the IRC chat, right? And so he led us on chain to the IRC chat, and that's where we found out who Maria the Atropa dev was. And then my Pulse chain experience got even more bizarre, dude, because in January of 2024, I ended up having coffee with the Atropa dev, and I'm like, this is crazy, man. I how did I end up in this spot?
Yeah, I remember that. That was cool.
Yeah, it was me. It was me and Sunny Detective and Steady Pup. And I never met these guys before in my life, man. And we all met up together to go have coffee with the Atropa dev.
Where did you meet him? California?
Yeah.
Cali, right?
We all traveled from far and wide to link up together. And dude, it was funny because that's my first crypto meetup ever. It was Sunny and Pup and the Atropa dev, and I think Maria said that was his first crypto meetup too. So I'm like, hey,
really?
Man, yeah, I'm like, I'm glad to be the first one.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we had a really long talk, and you know, he didn't share any secret wisdom or anything. He just talked about Atropa. He just shared what he's doing, right? He just shared what he's excited about, and hey, man, it got me even more excited. I'm looking at the person right here across the table. It got me really excited.
What did it sound like the 414 was most excited about during that meeting with you guys?
Just the general success of the whole Atropa ecosystem working on PulseChain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where do you think we are now? What do you think Atropa 414 developer is up to now?
Well, I mean, he's creating his tokens and using his ratios and creating pairs, burning liquidities. He's still doing the same things that he's been doing. I mean, like, the entire Atropa ecosystem is a statement and in support of the P stables, the 3 P stables, pDAI, PUSDC, and PUSDT, which he said that he believes they're all going to be $1, which is very, very interesting. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And what do you think? Do you think we're on our way to all these hitting $1? And how far away do you think we are?
I think we're more than on our way, dude. Yeah, I think 2025 is going to be really awesome. Um, yeah, I think the PRC 20s and yeah, man, I think it's all been the plan from the start. I mean, it's obvious to me. I don't know if it's obvious to other people, but it's pretty obvious to me. I mean, I've been here since PulseChain launched, and I've been in these trenches. I've been in these trenches since the trenches started, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty obvious. I mean, but hey, to each their own. To each their own. We each have to have our own convictions. We each have to make our own financial decisions. The money that we have is our votes and our belief system, and that's where we place our vote, right? So
Yeah.
yeah,
We were deep in the trenches, man. It was like a year in the trenches, and then by the time I was finally talking to Decentralized Me, because I'd been bugging him for a second to talk to him, because we'd all been watching his videos and then not breaking down the 9iron tweets, and as Decentralized Me was releasing his videos, we were all breaking those down, and then it became like this really big movement, and I was already ready to get out of the trenches. I was done. I'm like I've been through this for a year straight. But it feels like it's just starting already.
yeah.
So there may be a lot more to go. It's really been interesting.
No, it's been really interesting, and all right. So I started as a Bitcoin maximalist, and now I'm on PulseChain, and then
Now you're a stablecoin maximalist.
and I'm a stablecoin maxi. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And then now I'm sitting across the table from the Atropa dev, and now later in the year, all right. So now we come out with the MakerDAO poll,
Yeah.
to add collateral to PMakerDAO with the 3 Richard Hart core assets, and dude, I love championing freedom of speech. I love championing freedom of speech, because freedom of speech to me as a believer means everything, right? It means everything. The Bible is the most persecuted and censored book
100%
in history.
100%.
It is the Christian faith is the most persecuted faith on
100%.
earth.
100%.
And but at the same time, the Bible is the most sold book in all of history. So freedom of speech is paramount to me, because where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's freedom. That's what it says. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there's liberty.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So when the good news is able to be proclaimed, you're in the right place. And so freedom of speech is very important to me, and I'm going to be honest. I'm not an expert with smart contracts. I'm not an expert in any of this yet, but I had the opportunity to be a part of putting forth the message, putting forth the request, putting forth the petition and the vote, the voice of the people, and I'm extremely grateful and honored for that, and it's meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
And, dude, it's been a crazy journey, dude. It's been a crazy journey. And I see people talking about BFF, right? I see a lot of people talking about BFF. Okay, so that's a funny one, because when I was around when BFF launched. You can go look in the IRC chat. I was there the day when BFF launched.
I was there the day it launched too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like I see I don't know. I was the only 777 there, and then I see the BFF, and then it had 777 supply, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Let me get a few of those. I was like, that's kind of funny. and then this is like a little bit more of the IRC Atropa lore, the rabbit hole, right?
Yeah.
You can't confirm if it's real or not, right? It's just fun. It's just fun. But the BFF token was released with 777 supply, and then I think shortly after, a message comes through the IRC from the Atropa dev, and he says RH has been using the nick Atropa, right? And so by nick he meant nickname,
Okay.
right? Right, yeah, like nickname. It's short for nickname when you create a username in an IRC chat, right?
Okay.
And so I thought it was funny that like one of the only things that this Atropa person said in the IRC chat was BFF equals bestie freedom fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was really funny because it's like, okay, 777 supply and bestie freedom fighter. It's like you can kind of deduce some of that down to freedom 777.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I being trolled right now? Because it's kind of funny.
It's awesome, man. BFF is going places. It was really special because it was the first one they released, and I'll never forget because they just said buy BFF, and I was like, what? Okay. And I remember feeling like I'm supposed to do this right now. And I plugged in my wallet and I'm like, I'm being told to buy this thing by this mystery person we've all been following for like the last couple of months. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing it, like whatever. And it's special. That's why I tell people BFF is very special.
No. And you have to look at the liquidity pairings, man. Like it's right. Like it's more than just like a meme coin or whatever it is, dude. It's like part of the part of the backbone of Atropa and Dysnomia. It's like, wow.
It's huge. Somebody keeps asking to ask you about Kimato. I have no idea what this means.
Kaimato. Yeah, no, I have no clue. So
somebody shilling? What is that?
No.
What's Kimato?
No. When Atropa was launched, I think I was one of the. Okay. No. Okay, so there's an inside joke going around that started in one of the Telegram groups that I'm the dev of Kaimato, but I'm not.
Okay.
But everybody keeps saying I am, but I'm not. But no. So it was a token that was inside of the Atropa dev's wallet. I'm pretty sure because like somebody sent it to him when Atropa first launched.
I remember that,
And it's just some mystery project that's on PulseChain and no one knows who created it, and it's just kind of there, and I don't know if it's I don't know. It's just there. Yeah. It's like an ecosystem, but it was tied into it was like right around the same time Atropa launched. So I mean, I'm not going to say if it's like good or bad or because I don't know. It's just there. So I don't want to speak on it too much. I don't want to start. Not financial advice.
All right, that's all we can give you. Tommy said I saw 7-7 on a registration plate just before I walked in, beside my door. And the stream started. Damn, that's awesome, man.
Nice.
Cool,
you're at the right place. You're at the right place at the right time on SAINTwolf, the Rizzler's channel with Freedom 777.
Yeah. And we're 9 hours apart, so it just happened to be this time. Because Ram's like saying that the Australians are sleeping right now. Yeah, they're asleep. Maybe next time I stream with 777, we'll stream his afternoon. So maybe I'll do an after hours with him. Or that'd be great. You just come on the after hours because those are usually late night. Kimato's a joke. Tommy means you're in.
So man, like PulseChain's just been a really awesome journey in personal growth and like knowledge, right? Like I'm so grateful for that. And like one of the things that if you go on the Richard Hart tweet that's pinned in his profile where he says like or retweet if you think I'm trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wrote a big comment under that, and I wrote that from my heart because I felt like with Bitcoin I was being lulled into a sense of passivity and conformity and comfortableness, and like crypto is such a great gift, and like there's more than just that, right? And and so I'm grateful that like God used like Richard to like wake me up and like set me on fire again for crypto and what crypto's all about, and that's freedom of speech, freedom of association, freedom of transaction, freedom of movement, all those good things, all those things that come from the Constitution and um, other documents, I guess other global world documents, but it comes from God, man. That's where it comes from. I just say it comes from God. That's where it comes from. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of things that BTC is not becoming anymore, or is heading in the away from those values. It seems.
Yeah. Right. Like and hey, man, you know, tons of people are still going to be blessed from it. You know, like I know a lot of people right now that are, you know, they're in Bitcoin and they have, you know, they have Ripple and, you know, oh man, they're excited about Ripple and XRP and I had some dude tell me that XRP, I mean, he was telling me $10,000. I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, yeah, man, people are going to be blessed from those cryptos, man, you know, but I love the truth, man. I love the truth, and I love knowing and being about where it's all about. And I believe that truth is on PulseChain, and because it's there, I believe that's where the most opportunity is too.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. There's going to be a lot of opportunity over here. I think that certain things are going to come into alignment. I don't know what those things are. I feel something. I just like in the same way I felt before last summer, before discovering Atropa and pDAI and everything. I just felt something, and I have a similar feeling again. And there's something's going to happen. I don't know what it is that will make this chain extraordinarily valuable to people, and it will.
Yeah.
There are things that we probably didn't even perceive yet that I think the Heartman or 414 developer have already perceived. You know, they already understand, but it's until you get this other things to fall, other dominoes that fall, that we can see it. You know what I mean?
Right. What do you think about the court case? How are you feeling about the court case?
I feel very confident that it's going to be dropped very suddenly.
Ooh, I believe that too. I just don't see a reality where like that's going to continue, especially with the change of administration. I'm super excited for the change in administration here in America. But I want to always make known that I never trust in the government, and I never trust in like government people.
No, amen.
I always trust in God, and I just ask for God to lead my life, protect me, guide me, show me the way, and hey man, I'm excited for some positive change to come to America, because you know what happens in America affects the whole world. So yeah, I'm really hoping and praying for some awesome things.
Good. Well, change is certainly coming. I do think things are about to become very global in a big way that I can't quite put my hand on yet. And there's going to be opportunity. That's for sure. There's going to be a lot of opportunity. But you may have to look kind of behind the rock and under the tree, and but it's there. It's going to be very close, within arm's reach. But you have to think a little differently and be a little open-minded to see it, for sure. Because the gifts are always
Definitely.
there. Easter eggs. Oh, somebody wrote the Easter egg.
Yeah, the Easter egg. Yeah, the Easter egg. Yeah. You know, Jesus spoke simple, eternal truths in parables, because you really had to see with your heart what the message was about.
100%.
And I believe that's how you and I believe if you want to be successful in PulseChain, or for being early in PulseChain, like that's how I perceived PulseChain when I got in, was with my heart and not just a chart on a screen, right? Right. I can perceive what it is and what it's all about and what it's going to be, and I don't need a chart to tell me that, right? Like I understand what the foundation of it is, and I can see that the on-chain actions line up with past words said in live streams by Richard Hart. And so so I have perceived studying PulseChain in the early days and figuring out what I'm supposed to be doing and where I'm supposed to be and what's actually going on. I perceived this the same way as I study the Bible in my own personal time. And you study the Bible a way, it's called exegesis. I don't know if you ever heard that word before.
Mm-hmm.
It's called exegesis, and it's interpreting the Bible with the Bible. Eisegesis is when you interpret the Bible with outside sources, right?
Mm-hmm.
So exegesis is interpreting the Bible with the Bible. So something in the Old Testament can be confirmed in the New Testament, and something in the New Testament can be confirmed in the Old Testament. So that's kind of how I perceive PulseChain, if that makes sense, right? Like, so I can see what's happening on chain, and I can verify that by old things that were said, and I can look at old things that were said, and I can see that that's what's happening on chain.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's just kind of my
My
method. That's just kind of my method of thinking.
So, just so I understand that you are not comparing or relating PulseChain to anything in crypto, pretty much is what you're saying, or anything else happening in the world.
Meaning,
Or maybe, can you explain that better? Maybe I'm misinterpreting that.
right. I guess I was just explaining how I perceived finding out what's happening on PulseChain, or what's going to happen. I guess with the PRC20s, or with
Mm-hmm.
farms, or with liquidity, or with MakerDAO, or with pDAI, or with eHex, or pHex, or any of that stuff, right? You can go back and cross-reference and kind of see some of the things that line up on chain and in
Right,
past
right.
words and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Get you. College crypto kid says, I just today for the first time set my heat for driver and passenger to 77 degrees on both sides, and it was 7777. And then I walked in and got my Wi-Fi fixed and turned on your stream.
The numbers are lining up. The numbers are lining up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a story. I don't know if you read my story about the number 777.
No. Go ahead and tell
Okay.
us.
Yeah, so there's a reason. There's a very deep reason why I use the number 777, and it's very important to crypto. So this is just my own experience. It's very important to crypto and my own life.
Mm-hmm.
In 2018, right about the time I got into crypto, there was a pastor in my small town that I'm in, and he opened up church, right? So it wasn't a random church that I went to. It's someone that I knew, and they're opening a church for the first time, having a service and a celebration and all of these type of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I go there, I listen to the sermon, I enjoy myself, and after, there was a lady there. There's a lady there, dude, that I've never met before in my life. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady wanted to pray for me. Okay. So before I continue, I'm going to back up and say, during this year, I was having reoccurring dreams. Okay. Reoccurring dreams, dude. I probably had the same dream like 12, 13 times. I don't know. But the dream was me standing in different locations, like different places, outside, inside, just random places. And there was a giant gaming machine in front of me, right? Like in a casino or something, like a giant gaming machine, but it was like big. Like it was like it wasn't like you sit on a chair and you play. It was like tall above your head, like big. And it had the number 777 on it, like a jackpot, and all of these coins were flying out. And I keep having the same dream every time, but I didn't tell. I don't know why, dude. I didn't tell nobody.
You had this exact same dream multiple times?
Yes,
Really?
and yes, but the location was different. Like, yeah, like it's the same dream, but the location is different. And so when I go to this church and this lady prays for me,
Yeah.
Right after the prayer, she's talking to me, and she told me how her life was in a really bad spot, and God used real estate to bring her out of the pit, and now she's in a better place in life. And so I just started talking about myself, and I don't know why, dude. One of the first things I said was, I'm really getting into this thing called Bitcoin and crypto, and it's gotten me really interested in finances, and I thought it was funny because I've always been bad at math in school. Like I've always had a problem doing math, and dude, she stopped me after that, and she told me, when you said that, I saw a gaming machine. I saw a vision above your head of a gaming machine with the jackpot numbers and the jackpot going off.
What?
And she says, God is going to use you one day in regards to money and this. And she said, but you always have to remain humble, and you always have to remember to be a blessing to others.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it was wild, bro. Now I'm here. Wild.
So you got to be humble, huh? She told you that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. You have to be humble, because the
Yeah.
greatest sin is pride. The greatest sin is pride, because
it is.
that's what caused Lucifer to fall like lightning from heaven, and all the angels in the Bible is pride. It's one of the worst sins, right?
Yeah, man.
Pride comes before destruction. So you always gotta check your heart.
The easy way to think about it is, if the fish could think it's doing miraculous things, but if the water was pulled away, the fish would just flop around uselessly. And in the same way, we can take credit for so many things we are, but if God just pulled the grace away, suddenly it would be like pulling all the water away from the fish. You would just flop uselessly. And pride is completely in complete arrogance to the grace around you, and how much you're being given, how much grace you're being given, even though each of us is so undeserving of it.
Oh, of course, man. Of course.
But it's there for us to swim in, propelling us and moving us upwards, as we take it.
Yeah, man. Even after all the mistakes you've made in your life, man. Dude, even all the crappy intentional things that you've done, dude. You run to God. Run to God, and He says, "I've casted your sin as far as the east is unto the west." Right? It's gone. So yeah, dude. Grace and gratitude. Having grace towards others and having gratitude is key, man. Like always be content, but never be complacent. You know what I mean? Always be content and grateful for where you are and what you have, but never be complacent, that you get to the point of being lazy and comfortable and stagnant, and then you're not truly living up to your potential and destiny.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's cool, man. People are really enjoying the stream. That's very cool.
Nice.
Chat.
I'm glad. I haven't even got to look at the comments. I've kind of just been staring at your face on the screen. I have the live stream on one computer, and then I have another computer with other stuff on it. Yeah. Is there any questions? I mean, I haven't been looking through chat. Like, is there any questions? Like,
Yeah. Well, we there was a couple Atropa. I think we covered it mostly, but I guess what I was saying is
Okay.
people were really enjoying the discussion we've been having, which I think a few people came in earlier and they were like, "Wow, are they going to talk about crypto?" And then they vanished, and then everyone else seems to be really into the
Nice.
conversation, so it's cool. And I'm grateful. I enjoy sharing this part of my life as well, and one of the reasons I was looking forward to speaking to you as well, because you wear it, so I knew what I was getting into, and I was glad because I don't get to talk this type of talk with that many people. You're always talking shop all the time,
Yeah. Yeah.
but this is really important. And of course, this can be a video. Some people don't want to watch. That's fine too.
Sure.
Yeah. Someone mentioned earlier if we could actually do a stream sometime where we only talk about this kind of stuff, because somebody probably wanted to. Let me see if I can find that comment. I should have started. It was pretty cool. But that's something we could definitely do, a very dedicated faith-based stream sometime.
Nice.
Who did it? Was it Crypto Artie? Were you the one asking for that? Where's it at? You guys watching? Well, I don't remember where it was.
Yeah, man. But I think PulseChain's gonna have the craziest bull run ever, dude. I'm excited. Like, I'm super excited, and I'm still DCAing, dude. Even hey, man. Even though my life has got to a certain place, man. Like, I think 2025 is gonna be the year that I retire from my career. Like, I believe it, dude. I believe it, and so I'm gonna make it my last great year. And dude, I've done so much to be able to stack my convictions, dude. Like, dude, I pull 16-hour days, 17-hour days, dude. Sometimes the days in a row, man, just to be able to get that overtime, that double time, that extra money, so I can stack my convictions, because I know that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't want to miss it. I want to be a part of it, because I believe that PulseChain is like where the future of crypto and decentralization is, right?
100%. Yeah.
Like I feel like RH and his devs and his team and whoever else is involved has taken all the best parts of Bitcoin and Ethereum and the ideals of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and wrapped them all up into this PulseChain thing. And there's just something truly special about it. And it's like we're all trying to put our finger on it, and we like kind of understand it, but it's like, yeah, there's just something special about this chain, man. And it's because, dude, this chain has a good foundation. It has a true foundation. Yeah, you can stand on that.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, I think a lot of people in crypto are gonna start making their way over here, and it's gonna be really something special, because we're connected, not just by price go up. There's definitely something magical happening over here, and there's all kind of different people here with different faiths and different backgrounds, but there's just something connecting everybody together that everyone can feel. I know they do. Even when they're fighting with each other, they can feel it. It's really cool.
Yeah. No, and it's dude, it's so funny because I come from I'm not a part of a church building right now. Like, I don't have a church that I go to right now, but I've been involved in church so much, and like studying doctrine and theology, and it's like all of you just remind me of like a church. Yeah.
Hey, let's definitely do it sometime. And chat now, I see it. You guys are chiming in. You got what I was getting at. Somebody posted. So a lot of people are saying they want to share their testimony. So we will definitely do another stream, and we will just make it right off the get-go, just a stream where everyone can share their testimony, man. We'd love to do it. I guess right now we'll talk some shop. We got some shop questions too. But I don't know, if 377 is down, we can definitely set one up, a stream specifically just for faith-based stuff. Like I said, I'm shocked at how many you guys are here and loving this. So I'd love to host it.
I just saw a comment from Johnny Ronca, and he was talking about PWBTC, and he's talking about the PulseChain copy of Bitcoin, and he's talking about it in the context of what it can do, or peg, or things like that. And I guess my personal, I mean, this is only my personal opinion. I could be totally wrong. I'm only speaking for myself and my own mind and investments. But I think the pulse wrapped Bitcoin could actually be one of the ones that have a premium over the actual price of Bitcoin, based on the popularity of PulseChain, the limited supply, and just how like liquidity and everything else is set up, and the coins that are in circulation and not in circulation. The peg of Pulse wrapped Bitcoin, I don't know, because the word peg implies that there's a protocol that keeps it that way, right? And so I don't think Pulse wrapped Bitcoin is like, I don't think it's like something like DAI that uses MakerDAO to control its stability.
It can go to any number.
Right. So I think it could, dude, wouldn't that be a crazy flexing point?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be awesome? Like my Bitcoin is better than your Bitcoin.
I made 2 videos on Purple Bitcoin. One was, I think, 6 months ago, and I said if Pulse Wrap Bitcoin matched Bitcoin's market cap, it would be $9.8 million a token. And then the video I just made a few weeks back about it, I was saying that it could go easily into the 6 figures, possibly 7 figures, and trade at a much higher beta than regular BTC. So and it would be the ultimate flex, the ultimate marketing. If you have pDAI and then Pulse Wrap Bitcoin, Pulse Wrap Bitcoin being at, let's say, a 2x of the regular Bitcoin, and then we peg pDAI, dude, that's it. We just made history there. The Heartman becomes more famous than Satoshi Nakamoto, literally.
And so like one of the things that
7 figures
Richard
is possible.
One of the things that Richard Hart talked about was the pairing of the ERC20s with the PRC20s, right?
Yeah.
So like that's something that I've dabbled in with a lot of the PulseChain copies of coins, and there was even some that weren't the Ethereum version. Mm-hmm. There was some of them that weren't on PulseChain yet, so I spent like, I don't know, dude, I had to pay the gas fees and bridging fee. It's like I spent it's like I spent $50 in transactions to bridge in like $50 of a Ethereum coin. But I just wanted to go through the whole process, and I wanted to pair it with the PRC20, and I wanted to like learn. So I've done that with some of the coins. Now the Bitcoin one is kind of interesting. Well, I mean, liquidity all works the same way, right? With the fees, right? You get fees for the pool that you're in. But the Bitcoin one is kind of interesting. I like the Bitcoin one because I used to be a Bitcoin maximalist. So if you pair your PRC20 Bitcoin with your ERC20 Bitcoin, like you're getting Pulse Bitcoin and you're getting regular Bitcoin. So like, it's speculation how big that market is going to be in the future. It's speculation how popular the ERC20 PRC20s idea is going to be in the future. But I mean, I'm sold on it. I think it's going to be very big. But I mean, essentially, in my own mind, or like later down the road, like you've essentially created a Bitcoin printer for yourself, because you're just getting fees in Pulse Bitcoin and Ethereum Bitcoin. And I might have more Bitcoin than my old Maxi friends in the future from being on PulseChain and earning fees in WBTC. So that's pretty cool. I used to
Look-
I used to have a Twitter account like mine. Right now, I deleted my old dude. All of the big Bitcoin maxis used to follow me too. So I think it's like really funny. I'm gonna
The
have
Bitcoin
to like,
maxis?
yeah, dude, like big, like big ones too, dude. Like
Okay,
they, I used to be, yeah, dude. They used to follow me, and yeah, I think it's gonna be funny coming back around, and being like, yep, your boy won. Yeah, yeah, it'll be fun.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I got a bunch of questions. I went back and starred. So, guys, we heard your questions. I got a bunch of them saved up. And we're just going to take a quick, like maybe 2-3 minute break. And then we'll start answering some of these questions on the shop. Starting with this one up here about, I guess, the current things RH has been doing and tweeting about. So we'll come back in a couple minutes and we'll start there.
Nice, dude. I'm gonna go grab some water.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
exactly.
grab
Grab another drink. Chat will be right back.
flapping my gums over here for so long.
We'll be right back.
Yep.
All right. See you guys in a couple minutes. JC down with Pulse. I think so. He would approve. Chat, how are you doing out there? How's everybody doing? Smash that like button. Hope you guys are enjoying this. 7-7 and I were trying to put this together for a while. I'm really glad he's the first Conversations on Chain of the new year. I've been wanting to talk to him for a very, very long time.
Well, I'm grateful to be here, brother.
Oh, there he is. Hiding out. Yeah. Got a little break,
I'm
man.
grateful, man. I'm super grateful. This is like the first crypto interview I've ever done. So thank you. It was an honor. It's an honor.
The first one. Cool, man. I was just talking to D-Slayer about that, man. We've been getting a lot of first timers between this and the After Hours show. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, man. Let's see. Heinrich was asking about, in your opinion, 777, has RH purposely been fudding? Yeah. I have a couple part question on that. I'm not sure exactly specifically what he meant by that, but I guess we can, I was going to ask you about his tweeting recently anyway. What have your thoughts been about that? I don't know any fudding tweets he's made, but he did recently just post that one about don't pay. You know what? You know what? I'll just bring it up. Hang on one second here. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, actually, can I bring it up? Let me see here. I can bring it up right here. Let's see if I can bring this on. I think I hit this button. No, not that button. Here we go. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, cool.
That is it. That is the tweet.
That is it. Maybe this is the one he's talking about. I don't know. So he said, don't pay for paid groups. Don't go to conferences. Tickets to those things don't go up in value. At least coins can. Any good advice a guru has is likely already free online. And if you met a guru, you'd know their book is better than they are in person. And this created a lot of stuff recently. So maybe this is what he was talking about. What did you think about this one? What was he talking about?
Well, so I am of, since I've been in crypto for a while, I am of that same opinion kind of that he has, that he shared, because the average person is not free yet the average person is still under this monetary slavery and never-ending debt and the cycle of over and over again and never getting ahead. So so it's like when you have the opportunity, you know, that video that Richard shared, he talks about buying your freedom, right?
Yes.
So if you're not in the position to own a business and take on the risks and the associations and legalities and everything that comes with owning a business, right?
Right.
Right, and producing a product or something, then you need to buy your freedom, right? So but where we are in reality at the moment is like the average person is only limited on what you can do, right?
Right.
So
Right. Right.
so like I've never needed to go to any of those things or to do those things to gain knowledge or anything that could help make my personal, like, my existence better, right? But being early in the right technology and software and in crypto, and so it's like like the thousands of dollars that you would spend doing this, you could literally turn that into hundreds of thousands, if not maybe $1 million, and change your whole existence for the rest of your life. And I think it's more important to buy your freedom before worrying about trying to network with people or any of these things, man. And I think you need to buy your freedom first. Listen, if you and if you because I experienced this for myself, right? I totally experienced this for myself during 2020. And because of crypto, I had what's called FU money, right? I know that sounds a little maybe harsh and crazy, but I had FU money, and what that means is that when something happens that I don't agree with, that I don't like, and that I don't want to do, I don't want to be a part of, I have the means and the tools to be able to stand on my own, and I don't have to comply with whatever I don't agree with, and I don't have to face the consequences of those actions because I have that FU money. And that's buying your freedom. And I think that's exactly what you need to do, because if you have not bought your freedom yet, there is severe consequences in society when it comes to your career and your social life and your reputation for taking a bold stand against the things in this world. So being able to get to that place where you buy your freedom is absolutely, in my opinion, 1,000,000% more important than doing these things that require you to give large amounts of money and time to other people. Buy your freedom first and don't pay for somebody else's. That's just my own personal opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Heinrich was saying EHEX FUD talking about bidets. Was that what he was referring to? I think that was a recent one too. What was he
EHEX
talking about?
FUD and talking about bidets. Well, so yeah, I mean,
I lost it.
I'm not here to speak for. I'm not here to speak for RH and his and try and interpret his words. I mean, he did say a long time ago that he likes to make a spicy tweet and shake out the weak hands.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
I don't know if that's what he's talking about. I mean, the bidet thing. I mean, it's he's installing a bidet in his
There we go.
in his parents' house.
Look at that. Technology right there. It's
Yeah.
gonna wash your butt.
Yeah, I don't know what the
That's gonna be
FUD he's talking about is.
get to work.
I think that's what he was doing. I think he was being in service to other people and
I hope
you know,
my
his family, obviously.
$5,000 shoes are okay on your floor, sir.
If you can't start there, how are you going to serve anybody else? So, you know, There he is. He's being in service to people he cares
let's
about
dig
and
in.
people that need him. And
Yeah.
he's showing you how
Honor
to
your
live.
mother. Honor your mother and your father.
Yeah. Honor
right.
anyone you can. Anyone within arm's reach of
Non-electric
you.
FAQ quick start.
Thoughts on what? Here's my theory.
Ensure
RH
the
will
rubber
moon
gasket
everything before
is
the
properly
SEC
installed in
news
the
of
T-valve.
him winning is public. Not after. Only
T-valve does not
okay.
install at the wall. All right.
RH will moon everything
Does not install
right
at the wall.
before the
Got it.
SEC news of him winning is public, not after. Ah, interesting take. It's possible. My thought is that would have to start with him possibly pegging a stablecoin if that was something he was involved in, right? Well, yeah. Do you think that needs to happen first?
Well, I can't really hear much. Like the volume was really loud. Can you
Yeah,
repeat that one more time? Sorry.
Let's bring this down. RH will moon everything right before the SEC news of him winning is public. And in my mind, that entails first possibly having a pegging happening first. I think it needs to go in that order, right?
Hey, yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly 100% how it is all going to play out, right? I don't definitely, absolutely do not have the answers to anything, and I don't believe anybody does, except the people who are doing things of their own accord to make things possible.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm of the belief that pDAI is gonna peg sooner than later, right? That's my general belief. And,
Yeah.
but I always keep my heart humble, and I always say, you know what, I'm grateful to be here, and whatever the outcome is, if it's now or hey, later down the road, I'm grateful and I'm content, and I'm gonna keep pushing forward, right? But no, I do believe it'll happen sooner than later.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Coin Critic makes and I agree with you on that. He makes an interesting comment. He says, the bidet tweet, it's an analogy to getting rid of dingleberries, Klingons, people hanging on to hex that need to drop away. Ooh, interesting. The cleaning of the of the of the underside. Maybe the bidet has a lot more to it than we realize.
Well, we need to decode the bidet.
There's a poem there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? I never thought about that.
No, but it makes sense, doesn't it? A little bit, right?
Yeah. No. I know. Yeah. Sometimes, there's like esoteric messages that you need to kind of understand. Yeah.
You guys smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Super Snake says. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say like the Atropa dev is pretty confident that eHex and pHex will be at parity, right?
Yeah.
And he's one of the biggest holders of eHex now.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how like when RH made that tweet and like the eHex price went down, man, dude, he scooped it up.
Yep. He sure did.
He scooped it up.
Atropa dev has been adamant that there will be parity for a long time. They've been talking about that.
Yeah, and that kind of humbled me too because I never had any eHex, right?
Mm-hmm.
I joined PulseChain and I just had the pHex, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that yeah. Oh, now I got a big bag of eHex too. So yeah. I got it all. I love it all. I enjoy it all, man.
I got eHex stakes and pHex stakes, and let's see. Super Snake says, "Hey Saint, your thoughts on the majority of crypto investors planning on jeeting by May, June this year?" So I guess I'll give that to you first. I guess that would be the assumption that the cycle is going to be ending around then. I guess that's what they're getting at. What are your thoughts on the cycle length? I guess.
Well, I mean, in the past cycles, I mean, crypto's kind of played out somewhat similar, right? Like, um, I'm not sure. I think it will be somewhat the same. The only thing that I'm interested in is if the administration. Yeah, this will be an interesting one because it'll create more buy pressure, but it'll also create more sell pressure. And what I mean by that is, I don't know exactly what the changes to the American tax legislature is going to be for
Mm-hmm.
crypto,
Mm-hmm.
but two of the things that were floating around were, well, no more income taxes and no more capital gains taxes on crypto. And the other thing that I saw was like no crypto taxes on purchasing things with crypto. So like if that's the case, then I would assume a lot of people are going to be like buying things with crypto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're incentivized to buy things with crypto, then that's exactly what people are going to do. Is they're going to buy things with crypto. They're going to say, "Great, who's taking crypto for stuff? I'm gonna buy stuff." So that'll create sell pressure, right? Because those producers, those people of the goods or service, they're probably, I don't know if they're probably not going to hold the crypto. They're probably going to maybe sell it for the dollars for their business. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe businesses will be incentivized to hold crypto too. I
Mm.
I don't exactly know, but it's like waters that this country hasn't really delved in yet. So it'll be interesting to see how that new forefront will also play into the historical repeats of past cycles. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a feeling that it's very possible we go into the end of 2025, and it's very possible we go into early 2026. And
Ooh, like
because, because
like an extended bull run, like a little bit of an extended
it
bull run.
wouldn't be extended. I mean, 2025 is a year after the halving, which is
Right.
So if you imagine, let's say that BTC makes, or everything peaks out in the fall or winter of 2025, then we could, certainly have altcoin runs running into early 2026, possibly. It's possible. It's possible. But certainly this year. And with it ending early, I don't know. There's so much consensus about having this faster cycle and it wrapping up quickly that I almost think they're somehow going to, it could be just through sentiment. Obviously, the economy has issues for sure. Everyone knows that. But, they have all kind of tools they can do to extend things, to manipulate the markets. And crypto runs on sentiment a lot. So we don't know what surprises that could come in 2025 or 2020, in this year that could really extend the cycle longer than we think, and may actually make it into a normal cycle because everyone's planning on it being a faster cycle or, being done.
Right.
As people are saying May.
And that seems to be a lot of people's opinions, is that it might be a shorter cycle, and that's kind of the contrarian view, is that no, it might be a little bit longer than you think.
Yeah, because they can slow things down, let off some of this pressure, and then turn sentiment and run it back up again. They can certainly do that again. And crypto is a very emotional market. It doesn't mean everything has to be putting in all-time highs, but they can certainly extend the crypto market for a lot longer than we realize. As they say, markets can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. But they can bring in a lot of hype that would make people that got out want to get back in, and that's the real game.
True. That's really true. And for stuff like what we're in and PulseChain, right? I believe it's like one of the safest bets in crypto, but the average person would look at it as like way farther down the risk gradient, right?
Yeah.
And man, like for PulseChain, man, I just think PulseChains are gonna go so nuclear, dude. It's gonna
I
be
agree
crazy.
with you. 100%.
It's gonna be crazy, dude.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
I'm with you 100%.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I guess, this is not financial advice. This is just like, this is just like kind of something that I do. Like think about what you really want in life. Like think about where you want to be in your next season of life. Like whether it's like owning your first home, or like taking that vacation that you never got to go to, or like helping that person that you've always wanted to help, or taking care of your parents, or any of those things. Like write it down, set it in stone, put a cost to it. And like it sounds kind of cliche, like a like a vision board, but I'm serious. Write these things down so you know what it will take to make your dreams and hopes possible. So as you navigate this bull run, like like there's checkpoints that you can say, oh, I can make my dream possible. Oh, I can help this person. Oh, I can get to this next place. Oh, I can do this. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to look different for every single person, but the thing that happens in crypto is like you only think about the money going up, and you don't think about like the life that you want to have. So then, because you don't have a solid idea of what you really want in life, then that's how people round trip their portfolios, right? There's more stories of people that are like, I started with 10,000 and now I have 2 million, and then I went back down to 100,000. Like there's a lot more stories than that, than people who are like, I started with $10,000 and now I have 2 million, and now I changed my life and I'm still in crypto and I'm changing other people's life too. There's a lot less stories of that. So yeah, know what you want, pray about it, write it down, whatever you got to do, and yeah.
100%. PulseChain Altcoin Talk says 9-inch team is saying they are teaming up with Atropa dev. This seems like another grift. Any truth, Freedom? What do you know about this? Would the Atropa dev team up with 9-inch?
Yeah, I don't know. That don't seem right.
I did hear somebody else
I'm
mention
sorry.
that too. Yeah, it doesn't seem right, but
I don't know. That don't seem right. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, that seems like quite a bit of a stretch. But where did you hear that
No,
from? PulseChain Altcoin Talk.
The Atropa ecosystem is Maria's statement towards the P stables. You can go back in the Atropa Amsterdam interview, and that's what he says Atropa is. So I don't really know about that 9-inch thing. But.
They said that the Atropa is what? A statement? Say it again.
Yeah. I forgot the exact words. You have to go back and watch the Amsterdam video when he's sitting in
the whiteboard presentation,
the one
on Amsterdam, or sitting in the lobby,
sitting in the chair with his Celine shirt on, and he's talking about Atropa.
Yeah.
That one. Go back and watch that, and he tells you what Atropa is, and it's a statement. Right. I don't want to say the exact words because I'm going to butcher it, but
I know exactly what you're talking about. They just made a new version with the audio corrected, and they removed all the background noise. It's really good. Maybe we'll watch it tonight on the after hours together, because there were definitely some good drops in there.
Nice.
Yeah, Crypto Munch, the old banner cycle chart saying we peak in 2026. Yeah, we could let out some steam in 2025. We don't have to just keep pushing up nonstop. Everything can go sideways for a little bit too, and they can bring in a lot of positive sentiment. Who knows what else happens? It could certainly go longer than we realize. I wouldn't be surprised if we went into early 2026, because it's contrarian, and I just think it's possible. I think they could build up a lot of hype into the crypto market in 2025.
No, I think it's going to be probably the best year for crypto, man.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like that right at the moment, but just watch how fast things change. How fast things change.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's just sentiment. Crypto's all sentiment, so they can change that very fast. Bumpaholics is asking, what does Freedom think of the Lao tokens in Atropa? Yeah, have you delved into the Lao thing and the dysnomia and everything?
Yeah. Because I've been in the Telegram group. I've been in Sonny's Pub for a long time, and yeah, we got it. Yeah. We made our Lao tokens pretty early on. I have my own Lao token. Don't buy it because it's not. Yeah, don't. The Lao token is supposed to be your username and your character and your entity inside of this dysnomia communication thing that Maria is building. And I don't exactly know what to do, like everything to do with the Lao token yet. I've used it. I've used the address that I've created my Lao token on, right? I've used it to communicate within dysnomia. So, and I have like my specific Lao token. It's just kind of, yeah, it's just like my character. I've made like little liquidity pairs with it, and then like Maria has a token called God, and so I just send all of my liquidity to that contract. So like it's kind of like burnt, it's not really sent to a burn address, but it's not really accessible. So I just kind of did it as more of a symbolic thing. But I'm excited to see where that leads to, because yeah, I'm excited to see, because it's a freedom of speech platform. You can now communicate on chain through transactions and on the dysnomia chat, and I'm excited to see how that evolves, right? Because Maria is still building this world and this game with the liquidity and all this type of stuff, and that's still yet to be revealed what all that's going to be, right? Like it's going to be something big for sure, and it's going to be something that's never been done in crypto before. So I'm excited to see it unfold, dude. I'm a believer, man. I got in so early, and I believed when there was nothing. And so now the story is just continuing to unfold. So yeah, I'm excited to see what becomes of it.
Do you recommend Saul make a Lao token?
I would, if you want to learn, yeah. Don't be afraid of like throwing a couple dollars away on your on-chain education. Like that's the beauty of Pulse. Like that's the beauty of PulseChain, because the fees are so cheap. Like you can learn about liquidity with a few dollars. Like you could take 1,000 Pulse and pair it with 1,000 something with 1,000 Pulse X, and you can see how the numbers change, right? You can use a few dollars, and a few dollars goes a long way in PulseChain when it comes to education, because you can kind of tinker with things with just a tiny little bit of coin. So I think there's a lot of value in that. If you look up people like I just saw Steady Pup comment.
Steady Pup.
Yeah. Look, see what Steady Pup's all about, because pop into Sonny's Pub once in a while, and there's a dysnomia Telegram group, a dysnomia 414 Telegram group. And there's also a Telegram group for the affection token, because that's part of the dysnomia ecosystem. And there's a ton of education in there. There's a ton of people in there who have been dealing with that stuff for months and months now, and maybe we can get the Telegram links under your post or something after the chat's over, so if people want to learn, maybe they can.
Okay.
So
yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for it, man. It's like I've been here for a year and a half, man, and I'm still trying to understand. I'm still trying to understand it and wrap my head around it all, because it keeps expanding, right? It's like a universe that keeps expanding. So it's great, dude. Like it's We got freaking geniuses on it, dude. We got a freaking NASA rocket scientist dude on our chain, like building crazy stuff. Like, yeah, dude, PulseChain's awesome, dude.
PulseChain's awesome, man. It's a trip, man. It's really been a trip.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
no, but I made a post on August 31st about freedom of speech,
Uh-huh.
and it had pDAI and Atropa in it, and I thought it was interesting that the PulseChain dev retweeted my post. I was like, oh wow, so that got me excited, because
Nice.
when do you ever see that guy post about retweet anything that has to do with you don't. So yeah, it was very interesting. That was maybe that was like a little subliminal right there.
Interesting. Which tweet was that?
Let me pull it up, man. Yeah, that's a hard one to find. It's from August 31st, 2023. Just give me a minute.
Yeah. Was post Guess what?
Here,
Guess
I'm gonna-
what my Lao token is, Claudia. What? Is it Claudia? Oh, that's in her name. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. Hold on.
Crypto Neptune, what's up? Freedom77 speaks facts. Send to everything.
Trying to see if I have a screenshot of it.
There were. Shield, everything deleted. Ooh. Y'all talk about, Marcus says, y'all talk about the 414 rug pull yet. Shield by Khaled Crypto and everything deleted. 95K? I don't know what that is. I did see a couple other people mention that in the chat, Marcus. I don't know what Khaled Crypto was shilling, and the 414 developer we're referring to has not rug pulled anything. So there are, I mentioned this in my live stream, I think the last live stream I did, which was before New Year's, and I told everybody, because there was a lot of copycat developers and tokens and projects coming out, and I said this is the part of the cycle, because narratives have been established where copycats are going to start showing up. It happens every cycle, and so you're going to see people trying to act like the 414, or they're going to copy tokens that are already on chain, and you need to be aware of that. And once again, you can reach out to communities like mine. Come in the Telegram. If you guys can ask, we can help verify something for you guys, or we can definitely point you in the right direction to get it verified. But you want to be careful right now, because the scammers are smart, and they're going to see what people resonated with, and they're going to make a shadow version of that, or a copy version of that. Okay, either in tokens or by the name of the token, or they'll copy a narrative that they noticed everybody followed, like everyone liked the mysterious developer, so they'll all of a sudden more mysterious developers will show up magically, and convince people who are looking to try to get in something early, but they're all just mostly scammers at this point of the cycle, who are just copying the narratives. Of course, go for PulseChain Bros.
Hey, Mr. Saint, I found that tweet. I'm gonna tag you in it right now on Twitter.
Okay. And you could send it in the in our interview chat. I'll put it up right now.
Okay. In our interview chat. How do I do that? What do you mean?
You see the interview chat? Yeah, just put the link in there. Or you can make it faster.
Like in the comments section or something?
Our private interview chat.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yep.
Virgins. All right, just telling you, he set up a bathroom installation business. He's telling you that he wants to clean the bum of PulseChain. Somebody mentioned that. He wants to clean up. He wants to clean up the chain. That's what he said.
That actually makes sense if you look at it from that kind of perspective, in lieu of the other tweets that just came out about maybe putting a little bit too much of your money and giving it to going to the wrong places. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, you know. That kind of makes sense. Okay, hold on.
Christmas party this year. I onboarded another handful. We're so blessed. My onboard hook. Bitcoin is for first graders, and PulseChain is your master's degree. Interesting.
Dang. And you know what, dude? Every onboard that I've gotten into PulseChain, like, they're already excited about PulseChain. And it's funny, dude, I show people the highest of stakes. I show people the highest of stakes trailer. They're like, this is crazy, dude. And I tell them about PulseChain, dude. I tell them about like the RH core coin that I'm most excited about is PulseX. So like that's always my kind of selling point, is like PulseX, right? Like just solely because it's my favorite, right? Like, and so I, explain that. I explain a little bit of Hex and Pulse, but dude, it has not failed yet. When you start telling people about the PRC20s and pDAI and PWBTC and Atropa and Maria and all this crazy stuff, the reaction is the same every time, dude. They're like, that's the craziest shit I've ever heard. How much do I need to buy?
Oh, really?
Yes, that's the reaction I've gotten from every person that I've gotten into PulseChain so far. They're like, that sounds crazy, dude. Let me buy some.
Nice.
Yeah, because people are looking for an opportunity, dude. They
really are. I mean, everyone is. Yeah.
No, like, even people who don't know a lot about crypto, bro. People are like, oh, well, yeah, dude. Bitcoin's $100,000. They're like, what else is there, right? That's getting to be like, even for common people who are not really even in crypto yet. They're like, well, dang, Bitcoin's $100,000, and well, yeah, of course you can still buy a Bitcoin. You can buy a 0.5%, 1% of a Bitcoin if you want to, right? You can do all these different things, but that's just how the common person sees. They're like, they can see that there was an opportunity there, and that opportunity is not really there no more. So they're like, where else can I find a genuine opportunity like this?
Yeah.
And so you start to explain to them, right, all right, dude, we're taking Bitcoin and we're taking Ethereum, we're rewinding time and we're making it better. And they're like, dude, that's crazy. And they're like, get me in, man.
So Robert says, I tried to tell a streamer going on about Doge he had free money on PulseChain. He said he's just not interested. Lol. Well, the green candles will make everybody interested really quick. How do you, Freedom, how do you tell people when they ask about Atropa, what Atropa is? What do you tell them? Because that's still the core of Atropa. I know people are hunting for the next whatever little the thing hidden, but the truth is, I mean, Atropa is still very undervalued, and it still should be the go-to ticker you start at. How do you explain it to people when they ask you?
Meaning how do I explain like Atropa to them?
Yeah, I know a lot of people are still asking, like, what's Atropa? They heard of this dev.
Right.
Yeah, what is Atropa? Why do you guys care about it so much? What do you tell? I'm sure in our group you probably don't hear that, but from other Hexkins or PulseChain, or maybe from general crypto, when people start coming over here, they're going to ask, like, what is this Atropa, right?
Right. And so while I'm explaining that, I also put that tweet in
I grabbed it. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Cool.
See it. Thank you.
Yeah. So I mean, the people that I have gotten into crypto so far are not all the people that I've gotten into crypto so far, only a few of them are like kind of savvy when it comes to like maybe knowing a little bit about like MetaMask and Uniswap and like doing basic things like a hardware wallet, but like never like bridging into another chain and like doing some of these more kind of intricate kind of things. But when I explain Atropa to people, I mean, I just tell them, you know, I've been on PulseChain for a year and a half, dude, and there's something really special that's going on right now. And there's a rocket scientist, nuclear cryptographer, NASA developer who is building a support system for pDAI and a free speech platform, and I think it's going to be very big. I think there's a lot of opportunity here, and I think it's very undervalued. And yeah, I mean that's what I tell people. I just keep it plain and simple. Like I don't tell them about the Laos and all this crazy stuff. Like you got to get in the door first, man.
That's what I'm saying. You start with Atropa. Yeah,
you got to just get over the. You got to just get over the bridge first, man. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's what I tell people, just in plain and simple forms. And yeah, they're like, "Oh, dude, that's pretty awesome." I'm like, and then I'm like, "Do you see that anywhere else happening in crypto?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, there's your answer. So get your money ready." Yeah.
Shouldn't the case have a verdict by now, Saint? Iron Freedom. Look, there's a bunch of cases on the docket for the new Fed chair, and they are being lined up most likely for dismissal. And so I think it's just a matter of time at this point. We have to wait for the new administration to come in. I think they're all going to be dismissed. That's
right.
Yeah,
and then if I'm not mistaken, I remember Nuclear Herbs said that a case takes about 90 days to receive some type of verdict or a next step, and so I guess it's been more than 60, but not longer than 90. So it's like it's got to be coming any day, you know.
Well, I mean, look, if it hits their desk of the new Fed chair, they accept a motion to dismiss. It still takes 90 days from that point, correct?
Oh, that I'm not sure. Yeah, you'd have to ask Nuclear Herbs or somebody.
Yeah. So we may have a little bit of patience, but that may be what takes us into 2026, right? I'm not going to be jumpy about the time. We got to be open about that.
No, man. The timing, man. The timing will work itself out, man. And it's just about you maintaining a steady composure and keeping yourself in check and not letting your emotions or even your current life circumstances affect your right what you believe in with your money and where it's going. So patience, 100%. Man. Yeah, patience is a virtue, right?
It is. All right.
Yeah.
So you said
so I see you have the tweet up.
Yeah. You said PulseChain, the freedom, and this is from this is summer of 2020, August of 2024. You said PulseChain, the freedom chain, run the bridge, DEX, and scanner right from your own computer. Earn Inc. for helping PulseChain become the most liquid chain. Provide PulseX liquidity and farm right from your own downloaded and run instance of PulseX DEX. No middlemen. Blockchain and code are free speech, and free speech is a human right. Atropa on PulseChain, decentralized blockchain communication, Dysnomnia Layer 2 coming soon. pDAI to $1, freedom of transaction, unfreezable native stablecoin, world's largest free airdrop, fork of Ethereum, faster and cheaper. No censors, flawless uptime, PulseChain can't be stopped. I sacrificed for freedom of speech, and I'm all in on Pulse. God bless PulseChain, Richard Hart, Bretep, Maria Rahel, and all the freedom fighters on Pulse. We will win. The best is yet to come. Nice.
Yeah, and he retweeted that.
Yeah, that's
think
cool.
About that.
That's cool.
Think about that. Think about that. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. pDAI and Atropa.
Oh, there you go. You put me in there. There it is. Yeah. That is sick, dude. Let's put that up. Let's repost that. Repost the old tweet.
Exciting,
history.
man.
It's
Dude,
history, man.
I'm excited, man, dude. I'm so excited, man. I'm so grateful to be in PulseChain, dude. I'm so excited.
I am really excited too, man. I'm really excited too. It's I don't know, man. It's going to be crazier than any of us really realize.
Yeah, no, dude,
we're not even ready.
It's software and technology that can reshape the whole crypto industry or revamp, revitalize, whatever word you want to use. It's that, and it's like, dude, that is so exciting, and it's like we're all a part of it so early, right? And it's like that's so cool. It's like being in Bitcoin and Ethereum early. It's like, you dude, this right place, right time.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. Well, we covered a lot of amazing stuff. Chat, you guys have been on fire. One thing I'll say is, you guys want to talk deeper about spirituality and stuff, hit me up on the Telegram, and we'll put something else together, and something specific. 777. I'm guessing you'd be down for that too, right? Oh, hello.
I'm sorry. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. It kind of clicked out for a sec.
Yeah. Can you repeat that last part one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah. If we put something specifically special to deep dive into the spiritual aspect of things, you'd be down to join us on that?
Dude, if I'm free, I would love to.
Cool, man. Cool. So we'll do something like that. Chat, you guys have any other questions regarding the chain or anything at all? This is Freedom's first live, first kind of reveal in a sense. He shared a lot of amazing information. He shared his heart with us, his deep beliefs, and his fire for PulseChain. So definitely make some noise. Show your appreciation. Share this video. But do you have any other questions? You guys have any other questions?
I think we had a good stream, man.
We had
It was
a great
great.
stream,
It was
man.
fun, dude. It was fun.
Yeah, it was great. Do you have anything you want to help us close with on your first stream?
Yeah, dude. We're gonna end this first stream in prayer.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Can we?
I'm 100%, man. We can do it. Let's do it.
Dang. Nice. We're gonna bless PulseChain.
Lead us, brother.
Okay. All right.
Do it.
All right. Father God, we come to you in the mighty name of Jesus. God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for our life, God. We thank you for just divinely pointing our steps wherever we are in life to lead us to this point, being here. I pray that you would protect us and guide us. I pray for Richard. I pray for Maria. I pray for Brettap. I pray for all the devs in PulseChain, God, that you would protect them and bless them and keep the truth in their heart, and that, God, you would use this platform of free speech to bless many and to change the world for the better. And we believe that that's possible. And we love you, Jesus, and in your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Boom! Yeah!
That was beautiful. Thank you for that.
Nice. Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah,
Amen.
We're blessed. We're going to make it.
It's going to be
We're
great.
going to make
man.
it.
Yeah, glory's coming, man. Glory's coming. Peace be with your spirits. Yeah, and freedom bless you, bless your family. Thanks for joining us. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to talk to you again, touch base. And yeah, man.
I'll see you on the next leg up, man, when we're 10 times richer.
It's going to be exciting, man. Let's do it. So, nice. All right, chat. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much. And I guess we'll catch you later, Freedom.
777.
Peace. Night.